Good evening. An official review into police contact leading up to the murder of two people may as well be empty words, according to the brother of one of the victims. Marcus Osborne killed his ex-girlfriend Katie Higton and her new partner Stephen Harnett in Huddersfield last year, just days after Katie told police she feared for her life. A review by the police watchdog has found West Yorkshire Police acted appropriately, but has also identified some areas of possible improvement. Phil Bodmer has tonight's top story.
The moment a killer is taken into custody. Police arrest Marcus Osborne on suspicion of murder. In May last year, Osborne went to the home of his former partner Katie Higton. There, he inflicted 99 injuries on her before killing her new boyfriend, 25-year-old Stephen Harnett. Leeds Crown Court heard the motive was sexual jealousy. At his trial earlier this year, Osborne was given a whole life term and will spend the rest of his days in prison.
If the police had listened to her originally when she initially reached out to ask for help, I sincerely believe that she and my brother Stephen might still be here today. This story is too common and we need to change the narrative so that when women go to the police reporting a threat from an abuser, they are listened to and that the police act swiftly and that they are protected and kept safe.
The 27-year-old had been in a relationship with Osborne, who was 35, for several years, but she left him in April 2023. Ms Higton told police she feared Osborne would seriously hurt or kill her 4 days before she was murdered. A review by the Independent Office for Police Conduct said it had shared learnings with the West Yorkshire Force, aiming to improve the way police respond to similar incidents in the future. But that is of little comfort to the victims' families.
So we were made aware on Friday regarding their verdict, and it comes as no surprise. They found no wrongdoing, but have shared areas of potential learning. Now, to me, that is a contradictory statement. How can you share ways of improving, but also not accept any level of responsibility for what happened?
You cannot legislate for the kind of evil that Marcus Osborne presents to the world. The police work really hard. There are 53,000 domestic abuse cases and 6,500 police officers. So we will always hold the police to account to be better, to meet the needs of all the citizens of West Yorkshire. But it is inevitable that there will always be those cases in extremis where there are lessons to be learned and where we as a society lose loved ones.
The IOPC says its review did not identify conduct matters or criminal offences, but it's important lessons are learned where necessary. West Yorkshire Police says it fully accepted the opportunities for improvement and learning identified by the IOPC. An independent domestic homicide review is ongoing and will fully explore the background and wider circumstances of this case. Phil Bodmer, BBC Look North.
Now, a developing story. A man is in hospital with what are described as life-threatening injuries following a short police pursuit in Bradford early this afternoon. Two riders on a motorbike on Harrogate Road reportedly failed to stop. The police say shortly after a pursuit was authorised, the bike was in collision with a car. An investigation is underway and the Independent Office for Police Conduct has been notified. Ice hockey fans and players have been gathering tribute to Adam Johnson, who died in a match at Sheffield Arena a year ago today. The Nottingham Panthers fatal neck injury from a skate in the game against Sheffield Steelers. Over the weekend, there were 47 seconds of applause at every Elite League match because Johnson wore the number 47 shirt. A man from West Yorkshire who killed his friend following a drunken argument has been jailed for 5.5 years. 37-year-old Robert Hisco died in hospital after being repeatedly punched by Nathaniel Phillip at the Butterbowl pub in Leeds on May the 5th. Leeds Crown Court heard the pair had spent the previous day drinking together before an argument broke out. On transport news, the Snake Pass has reopened after repairs. Derbyshire County Council shut the winding iconic A57 route, which links Sheffield and Manchester, earlier this month. The work during an 11-day shutdown included resurfacing 2 landslip sites and retaining wall repairs. Trees were cut back and volunteers also carried out litter picking along the route. A campaign has begun to raise thousands of pounds to preserve a 400-year-old mill in South Yorkshire. Barnsley Museums and Heritage Trust want to raise £40,000 to help repair vital parts of Worsborough Mill in Barnsley. Work will include repairing an oak shaft that drives the mill's main mechanism, which has been in operation since 1625. And I dare say, if you'd been going that long, you'd have wanted a break too as well, wouldn't you, Paul?
Absolutely. What a lovely day today. 18
gorgeous,
at
gorgeous
Leeming,
day.
exceptionally mild, and it's going to be mild over the next few days. A bit of drizzle, otherwise it looks as though we're in for a prolonged spell of fine weather lasting well into the first half of November. This high pressure will be sat with us for the next 10 days or so, so a lot of settled weather to come. Now, at the moment, we've got a lot of cloud out there. It's giving a bit of drizzle, a bit of mistiness, mainly over the hills. Elsewhere, there'll be a good deal of dry weather and temperatures largely staying in double figures in a range 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. So tomorrow, fairly cloudy day, especially at first. There'll be some drizzle and mistiness over the hills, but that drizzle will move away. And then we do look for an improvement, especially through the afternoon. The clouds should break up quite nicely, and we will all see a little bit of sunshine. Above average temperatures again, feeling quite pleasant. 16 Celsius is 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Further ahead then, Wednesday through to Friday, into the weekend, and really much of next week, it looks fine, variable cloud, and there'll be some pleasant sunshine to come as well. That's the forecast.
So we're going to have some nice weather for a little while.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. You're welcome to come any time. That's all we have for you this evening. Look North is back tomorrow morning at 6:25. From the team, good night.
We are living through a golden age of discovery. Thanks to a fleet